Let's play Naughty or Nice, the game where if you were good this year, you get to play the best game in a game franchise. And if you're naughty, you have to play the worst game in the franchise. Let's start with a classic franchise, Pokemon. If you were naughty this year, you have to play Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the Gen 4 remake games. Compared to the other remakes that changed the worlds and also added tons of extra endgame content, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were just one-to-one remakes at full price. If you were nice this year, you get to play Heart Gold and Soul Silver. These are some of the most loaded Pokemon games they've ever released. There was so much interesting endgame content that was actually challenging. They had your Pokemon follow you around in the overworld. There were so many legendaries to chase. Also, does anyone remember buying these games and them coming with a free pedometer in the shape of a Pokeball? Sonic fans, if you were naughty this year, you have to play Sonic and the Secret Rings and experience what is potentially one of the worst control schemes I've ever experienced in a video game. Otherwise, I think this is actually a decent game. Maybe a hot take. If you were nice, you get to play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. This game has everything I've ever wanted out of a Sonic game. Really interesting, fast-paced levels with killer soundtracks. The Chao Garden, I think, adds so much interplay and replayability to a lot of the levels where you'll go back and farm certain levels to get certain upgrades for your Chao. It was just incredible. Also, I don't really play mobile games, but I just don't understand why Sega hasn't made a Chao Garden mobile game. This feels like free money they're leaving on the table. I would play the bejesus out of that. For my Zelda fans, if you were naughty this year, you have to play all 3 of the Zelda CDI games. If you've never heard of the Zelda CDI games, first be glad, and second know that these games are basically considered apocryphal by the entire Zelda fan base. And if you were nice this year, you can play either Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild. I think these 2 games are just amazing in their own ways. I personally prefer Ocarina of Time, but if you're a Breath of the Wild fan, you do you. Halo fans, if you were naughty this year, you have to play Halo Spartan Assault. This was just a weird game that had a lot of tie-ins to the story between Halos 3 and 4 for characters that we didn't really need developed. If you were nice this year, you get to play Halo Reach, which I still contend has the best progression system of any Halo game and maybe one of the best of any multiplayer shooter ever. It has one of the best standalone campaigns in the Halo franchise, and it takes everything that people loved about the Forge in Halo 3 and just cranks it up to 11. Lord of the Rings fans, if you were naughty this year, we all know what you're gonna have to play. It's the Gollum game. Take care of your weird little eggs or whatever you had to do in that game. And if you were nice, you get to play Middle-earth: Shadow of War and enjoy Netflix's latest acquisition, the Nemesis system. Let me know what game franchises you'd like to see in part 2.